Hello everyone and welcome back to the Marble Sporting Championship Season 2. Today's event 5 of 6, and it's Dodgeball. The marbles will try to hit the small plastic marbles out of the neutral zone into their opponent's territory. By doing that, they can score points and try to win this event, which could greatly help some of them move up in the overall standings. Here we are for Match 1, Metallic versus Berry Blitz. And it's going to be Metallic continuing their great run in this season by taking the win 4-2. Next up, we've got the Arctic Flyers versus the Warriors. The Warriors are kind of an expansion team from the Spartans, which we saw in Season 1. Though they kind of grew their organization and became the Warriors, rather than just the Spartans. That name change is not going to help them beat the Arctic Flyers, and the Arctic Flyers will move on after a 4-2 win. Now, the Blues versus the Celtics. And the Blues, I think, only have one on the other side. And yes, because the orange and yellow ones are in the neutral zone, and those can't score you any points. And it's going to be 1-3, the Celtics taking the win over the Blues. And now, the Panthers versus the Knights. Oh, and a dominating performance from the Knights. They've got multiple on the other side. I think 4 or 5. Yes, it's going to be 5 points for the Knights. Now, the Blue Bolts versus the Rainbow Racers. All this event is about is moving on to the next round. Even if you lose by a small margin, that's not going to help you at all, since this event does not give out many points. Only 12 points for the winner, and it counts by twos, so only 6 groups of marbles will be able to score separate amounts of points. 12 for the winner, 10 for second, third gets 8, and you kind of get the idea there. Now, Starburst versus the Hurricanes. Team Starburst started out well, but have been fading during the past couple of events, and they're going to lose to the Hurricanes, and I think that's the end of their overall championship run. And what's the score going to be? It's going to be close, but I think the Mariners are going to get it. And they're going to get it by 1 point. Such a close run for the Rainforest Racers, or the Rainbow Racers. Sorry about that. Because any points would be good for them, and I think they've just stopped worrying about points and are trying to get a medal now, because getting in the top 3 of the Marble Sporting Championship is a great accomplishment. Now we've got the Celtics versus the Knights. 2 rather inconsistent teams who have been hovering around the middle of the pack all season long. The Knights started out really well, but have had some bad events and are, luckily for them, going to move on this round. The Celtics, though, they've got a lot of work to do if they want to be an overall contender, since their consistency is not a strong spot for them. Now, the Blue Bolts, just losing to the Green Swarm by 2, and now we've got the Mariners versus the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes are going to get at least 2 on the other side. I think maybe even 3, and it's going to be 1-4 Hurricanes. It's sometimes hard to see from the first angle here. That's why we give you an aerial view after the play is over, so you can see how many points each team scored. And the Knights are going to lose to Team Metallic. And Metallic is just on a roll this season and is going to be hard to stop. And I think it's pretty much over for any other competitors to have a realistic chance of beating them in the overall standings. The medals and the podium are still a good possibility for a bunch of teams. Now we've got the Green Swarm versus the Knights. This is actually the third place match, and this was taken after all the other ones, so the stands were taken down, and it looks a little different, but the Green Swarm are still going to take the win and get the third step on the podium. Now, the finale, Metallic versus the Hurricanes. Can the Hurricanes make a huge upset over the Metallic? Ooh, and it's going to be close. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes have beaten Metallic, and this is a big deal, and it looks like some of the fans are running onto the field. And they all come on. Well, thank you for watching, and here are the results. And a little handmade bracket that I made on the bottom right, so you can see what the bracket looks like. And it's safe to say that the Metallic have got to run away. Mariners are in second, Knights in third. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.